and welcome to our next lesson. This is an artist appreciation lesson. We are going to be learning about an artist named Rouault. He was a French artist born in Paris, and we are going to be looking at his life and looking at his artwork, and then we're going to emulate his work by creating our own. So Sarah is going to tell you the materials we're going to need.
Okay, did you give this out?
That's going to be on Google Classroom.
Okay, so you don't need this, but you need a pencil, an eraser, or if you have an eraser right there. And then you're also going to be needing a blank piece of paper that was in your packet, and these images are going to be on Google Classroom. So if you want to look at them, they're going to be on Google Classroom. And that's really all you need. It's going to be a simple lesson.
Yeah, that's it. And we're going to be doing part 1 today, where we're going to draw.
Wait, why do I have a big paper?
You're going to have a big paper. You're going to have your big construction paper. I have found that when doing these videos, when I work with a smaller piece of paper, it's easier for everyone to see.
Okay, sorry guys, but you need a big piece of paper.
Okay, thank you, Sarah. So you're going to need your pencil, an eraser, and your big piece of construction paper. And Sarah, would you like to, let's show them your workstation, and then go ahead and go over what we need to remember to stay in a positive mindset.
Okay.
For art.
Number 1, always try your best. Number 2, if you get frustrated, take a deep breath, count to 10, take a deep breath, and try again. Number 3, everyone's art will turn out differently. Your artwork is uniquely yours. Number 4, art is not perfect and always have fun.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. Thank you, Sarah. All right. Let's put this down here, and we are ready to go. I'm going to keep these images up, and I'm going to tell you a little about this artist. His last name is Rouault. Okay. He was born in Paris. And when he was a young boy, let me tell you when he was born, actually, in 1871. So he was.
How do you know?
Oh, because I have some research in front of me with some information about him. So he was born in 1871 in Paris, France, and he lived until 1958. So he was a French expressionist artist. You can go sharpen that if you need to. Make sure your pencil's sharpened. And as a boy, he was an apprentice to a stained glass window maker. And he learned the techniques of stained glass work. So if you've ever seen stained glass work, you will, where you would see it mostly would be very popular in church windows. If you've ever seen them, you'll notice that within the window there is thick black contour lines that basically create the image, and then within the window itself is where the color is added. So this early stained glass training that he had great effects on the way he created his own artwork as an artist. So what he did was he would paint with heavy black lines, very, very rich, and then he would fill in the lines, fill in the rest of his piece with colors, okay? Very, very similar to medieval stained glass windows that you would find in churches. So let me see if there's anything else.
Wait, how much videos?
We're going to be doing 2 videos.
What is the first one?
We're going to be drawing today for video number 1, okay?
Yeah.
So he was greatly influenced by religion and his family life, workers and peasants. So peasants would be the everyday people of Paris, probably around him in France, that he would observe, okay? So those would be the everyday people who were kind of like the working class, or even down to the poorer class. He was also interested in royalty as well. So you're going to see when I go through the images with you of his paintings throughout his life, you're going to see images of royalty as well as images of the working class of people, okay? So, like I said, the class work that he did as an apprentice as a young boy really influenced the way that he painted. So all these black contour lines that you see here, this is one of his pieces. It's a queen, a picture of a queen. All these black contour lines, he used very thick black paint, and he would paint all the contour lines first. And then after that dried, then he would come back in and he would fill in everything around the black contour lines with color. So here you see one right here. This is a queen. This one right here is a king. And this is a profile view. He's looking to the side. That is an option. I want you to be thinking right now, am I going to draw a queen? Am I going to draw a king? Am I going to draw this, this figure facing forward? Am I going to draw this figure to the side, the profile? This right here is a joker, which would be, or a clown, which would be the person who provided entertainment for the royalty. So here you see the black contour lines and everything colored in. He's facing forward. This right here is a peasant. This you can see the expression on the peasant's face. I want you to notice the expression on all the other faces too. He was an expressionist artist, so he portrayed the expressions throughout within the face. So when you look at his expression, Sarah, what do you think that this subject matter is feeling?
Maybe sad or mad.
Sadness, maybe mad. Yeah, you can tell by the lips
and his eyes.
And his eyes, definitely. What about that one? How do you think this?
Creepy.
Creepy? Well, this is the clown, so he was the source of entertainment. So he looks creepy to you.
Mm-hmm.
Any other emotions that you're feeling when you look at him?
Maybe no.
Nope.
Creepy.
Okay. How about the king? What do you feel when you see
It
the
doesn't
king?
look so happy or sad. Maybe he's kind of like.
So not happy, not sad.
Maybe just normal.
Maybe serious?
Yes, yeah.
Like really serious, maybe stern, like I'm in charge. Okay, how about the queen? What do you think the queen is?
Maybe kind of normal and happy.
A little bit happy, a little bit normal. She almost seems like she's smiling a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Okay. All right. So what I want you to do is I want you to be thinking while I'm going to show you one more thing. I want you to be thinking about what you're going to draw. Are you going to draw a queen, a king? Are you going to draw a clown? It would be called a court gesture. Somebody
I'm
who's
gonna draw a queen.
a queen. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you going to draw maybe a peasant? Think about these things and what you're going to be drawing, what you choose to draw, because you need to choose one. And then I wanted to show you a picture of the artist. Yes. So this is him, and look, this looks
They
to
didn't
me.
even have color.
No color here. This looks to me like he's actually creating art right here. I see a brush in his hand. I see paper in front of him, or a canvas in front of him, and it looks to me like there's art being created. So this is him as an artist, and then this is just a picture of him. Okay. All right. So let me see if there's anything else I want to go over. No, I think that's about it. Yeah. Okay. So I did want to tell you he did die at the age of 87. And he died of an illness. He had an illness for a long time.
Oh.
So he was 87 years old when he died in 1958, and he died from a sickness. Okay? So that's what I have to share with you.
Some people get really sick that they die.
Yeah, that can happen. All right, that's what I wanted to share with you. And now I'm going to show you some images, finished art pieces. This one is, why don't you hold it? That would be good so that I can show
Mommy,
it.
I think it's unglued.
That's okay. I can glue it back on. Okay, so here's Sarah. This one's Joey's. He decided to do a king. And when we did it, we were on campus, and so we had access to a lot of different colors of paint. This time, for this art video, we are going to be using oil pastels. But so do you see how Joey used real thick black paint?
It looks like he did paint.
He did paint. He used really thick black paint to paint in all the contour lines, and then he filled in the rest of it using bright colors.
Wait, but why aren't we doing paint?
There is no way for me to get all these colors to everybody. Okay, can you show them Sammy's?
You didn't put it in the portfolio.
Not yet. So Sammy did this one last year, and that is his version of a king.
I don't see his name.
Well, you know, he did that during quarantine here at the house, so I know for sure it says. Okay, so this is his. That's his version. See how
Is that him?
That's his version of a king. Okay, so Joey and Sammy both decided to do kings. Even though they both decided on the same subject matter, they look very different, right, Sarah? Okay.
Is this yours?
So can you show them that? So I wanted to show you what the black contour lines look like before the paint goes on. So go ahead and show them that. So that's a queen, and those are the black contour lines before adding paint to it. Okay, and here's another one.
I like the hair. Wait, is that even the hair?
Well, it could be, or it could be part of her royal clothes. So there's another queen that I did, and I just did the black paint there. And then I think there's one more, Sarah, and this might be a student one. Yeah. So this student right here had extra time, and she actually started a second one after she finished her first one. So she said, oh, go ahead and keep it as a student. She let me keep it as a student sample.
Wait, why?
Because she already did one, and that was her second one.
Oh, in 3rd grade.
Yeah.
She just said keep it.
Yeah, so she already had her one for her portfolio. So let's get started. So the first thing you got to do, just stop, take a minute, and decide.
Is it portrait?
Portrait, yep. We're going to have our paper facing portrait position. Long and skinny, up and down, just like Sarah has her workstation. You know, put it down firm so that they can see your workstation. Portrait position. Okay, now I'm going to show you one more time, and now you're going to pick. Are you going to do a queen? Are you going to do a king? Are you going to do a clown or a court gesture? Or are you going to do a peasant?
I'm definitely not doing a clown.
You're not? Okay. What do you choose to do, Sarah?
Queen.
A queen? Okay.
Are you gonna do
Sarah is choosing to do a queen. I think I'll do a queen as well.
Oh, good.
And everybody has their own style of drawing. But what I want us to do is I want us to focus on working from the whole head down the neck.
Are we going to Sharpie?
No, we're not going to Sharpie. We're going to be using oil pastels. You're going to go down the neck, and you're going to leave room for the shoulders to come down and the shoulders to come out and the arm to go down a little bit.
Stop.
All right, so let's get started. So I want you to look at your spacing of your paper. So if I draw my head way up high, will I have room for a crown or anything to go above it?
No, maybe like a hand below.
If I draw my head way down low, will I have room for my neck and my shoulders?
No, I think it should be a hand.
So I think we need to be maybe a couple inches down from the top to do our head. And when you look at a head, what's the general shape that you see?
A circle or an oval?
A circle or an oval. So go ahead and start with your head. And
where should I
we are going to draw. Oh, before we start, what should we do?
Write our name on the back.
Yep, name.
Flip it over.
Name on the back, and then flip it over. Everyone name on the back, flip it over.
Flip it over. You did on the... Oh.
Okay, Sarah's writing her name. I'm writing mine. And now I'm going to look at my spacing. Here's where my head is going to be, and I'm going to do an oval. And I'm not going to draw really hard, because if I draw really hard, is it easy or difficult to erase? Difficult. So I'm just going to kind of...
Sammy is really good at drawing light.
Yes.
He loves drawing light.
Sammy is very good at drawing lightly. Okay, so I'm going to do an oval.
Oh, okay, wait. Where should I start?
So about a couple, like maybe right about here, draw your oval.
Really?
Yep. This is going to be your head. So you have room for your crown. Because
Right
Sarah's decided to draw really lightly. Sarah's decided she's going to do a crown. So I've drawn my head. And now I'm going to come up. And remember, I'm going to be using a real thick black oil pastel to do my contour drawing. Great.
Okay.
Now we can add in the nose, which it comes down like this, and it is kind of like an open oval. And then it comes, the way he did his artwork is he would have the nose come down and around, and then the eyebrow arching over like this. So continue that line for the eyebrow, and then another line for the eyebrow over here. Now we're just sketching because we're going to use our oil pastels to actually color this in. Then
Like that?
Yeah, that's great. And now we're going to do our eyes.
Wait, that is the eyebrow?
That's going to be the eyebrow. See that right there? And you can even have it more curved.
I'm like,
yeah, you can do it a little more curved. Okay. So actually, I'm feeling like my eyebrow's a little bit too far down. I'm going to move my eyebrow a little higher up here to match the height of this eyebrow up here that curves. Okay? Now, if I look at the eyes, and I look at the eyes going through, he used a lot of almond-shaped eyes.
Almond like ours?
Yeah, like ours, yeah. So I'm just gonna do a sketch of an almond eye here. I'm gonna do it nice and big so that I have room to use my oil pastel to what do you call it? Trace it. So this one is bigger. I'm gonna fix this one over here. I feel like it's too small. So I'm gonna do. Yeah, that looks great. Remember,
I think I only haven't erased one time just the eyebrows.
Okay, we're drawing lightly. And then we're gonna do the inside of the eye. And that's gonna end up being all black when we use
but a little
our
bit
oil
of the
pastel.
outside is whatever color. I like blue because my eyes are blue.
Okay. So there we go. I'm going to do it all, and that's going to be the part where I'm going to use my oil pastels to make it all black.
Wait, are we doing that way? Are we looking?
You choose which way you want her eyes to be, because Sarah's doing a queen. So you're going to have to choose which way you want your eyes to be.
So I can do it forward?
Yeah. All right, now I'm going to do the lips, and I'm kind of looking at this one over here. I'm looking at the lips right here, and I see that he did a great job of creating really thick lips. So I'm going to do like a little U shape for the bottom. And then I'm going to come up for the middle of the lip. And then I'm going to create the higher part of the lip. Okay? So here's my queen's lips. Remember, I need to make them really big because I'm going to be using oil pastels to trace them. So make them nice and big. All right, so we have remember, we are emulating this artist. We're copying his style, okay? Now I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna do a crown for her. So this is kind of like, this is gonna be her hair area that I'm gonna have nice and thick and black here. And then I can add I can add, and now I'm going to be doing, so that's her hair. I'm doing this because I know I want to get that really nice and thick and black with my oil pastel. Okay, like just similar to the way it is right here. Then I'm going to come up and I'm going to do the contour lines of a crown. So I can come up here and just kind of go like this because I know when I come back, I am going to be...
Mommy, look, she looks like mad.
You feel like she looks mad?
Yeah, and I want mine to be happy.
Well, you can play with the lips however you like. So I'm bringing the crown up and I'm just going to do real basic lines for the crown that I'm going to be tracing with oil pastel. So there's the crown, and I can add like just a little bit of a line here and maybe a line here that I can trace with my oil pastel. And then I'm going to leave the rest of it very, very open so that I can add color. Okay, so I've got the basic part. I got the head. I have her crown. And now I'm going to add some ears for her. So I'm going to come up right by her eyes and her eyebrow. And I'm just going to do a shape of an ear on both sides. Because I know that I'm going to be using my black oil pastel to trace. And I'm just trying to make them even on both sides. The same length, okay? The same size, I should say. And then you can add some real simple earrings dangling from her ears. I can do just some simple circles dangling from her ears. Because remember, yes, you got to make them big because we're going to be tracing with our oil pastels. So make them big. I'll just go back to this so that you remember. This is what we're looking for. We're looking for big, big, big details. so that you can come in with your
that?
black oil pastels. Yes, beautiful. You can come in with your black pastels, and you're gonna really come in making that stained glass look. All right, now I'm gonna come down. I'm just gonna do a neckline coming down.
Oh, I need my earrings.
Okay, go ahead. Here I'm doing my neckline, and then just some shoulders and arms.
I'm gonna do 3 of these circles.
Okay. I'm gonna do shoulders and arms coming down. And I have used my entire paper now. I almost went to the top with my crown, but I didn't. And I went all the way down for the queen's body. And if I want to, I can add, some details. I can do something like this for her shirt. And then I can swoop it down also. I need to make a lot of space though for me to be able to trace with my oil pastels. And then I can just make some lines coming down if I wanted to, like that.
Oh wait, I'm gonna do that.
And then I can give her, like I gave her really nice earrings, a nice crown. I can give her a nice necklace going across too.
Do on the shirt.
Oh, I just created some lines. I did a V line, then I did a swooping circle, and then I just did some lines coming down. Then I did some big circles for her necklace, and I can even in the center, I can do another shape. I can do like a diamond shape.
Oh, do you do
But I'm making it big, right? Because when I come in with my oil pastel, I need to have a big area in order to create the stained glass look, the stained glass feel, okay?
Oh, I'm
and big.
Do a necklace. Are you?
Yeah, I just did my necklace. I just did really simple circles and then a diamond. You decide what you'd like to do. Okay, and then if you want to add, so here you'll notice I added a little bit of a background behind her. You can add something really simple like an archway behind her, or that could be part of her crown, or that could be her hair, right? You get to decide. I will show you here the background behind, really simple, not very detailed. Here's the background here behind him, the king. Here's another example of a background, very simple lines and colors added around the black. And here is the background here for the peasant. And just to give you other samples, this was Sammy's background. He did a cape. He even did like he had enough room to do arms and hands and even legs a little bit, and a cape, and then a background behind his king. And then just to give you another example, here is Joey's. And, sorry.
Can I see the diamond?
He did that background. Okay?
Can I see the diamond on my shirt?
Yeah, sure. All right. I think we're just going to wrap it up now. So any kind of background you want to create, I do like the archway going behind her, but maybe what I'll do is I can draw a line going across and then an archway.
Oh, wait.
An arch going over her. It's really...
What's the arch?
It's whatever you want. It's just an idea.
What's the archway?
This could be like an arch behind her, like a window could be behind her.
Oh, but
you know?
What do you color in?
You can do any colors when we're starting to color. We'll discuss that next video.
But okay.
Okay.
How are you gonna?
See here. See.
But Mom,
see here.
Okay. How are you going? To color in it and not like touch other lines.
I will talk about that in the next video, okay? I'll go over that in the next video. Okay, so I have my basic background behind the queen I created. We're done with this video. This is just the drawing part of the video. The next video, when we come back, you're gonna need to bring your drawing, of course, and then you're gonna need to bring your oil pastels and any materials for oil pastels, and then we'll finish this up with the next video. It'll be video number 2. And we'll just be adding our black contour lines to make it look like a stained glass effect, and then the colors all around. So thank you guys for joining us.
Mom, you think I'm done?
I do. I think that's beautiful.
I gotta show them. So I think, okay, can you lift the camera? Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna change the lips.
Okay, that is your choice, however you want to do it.
Look like that.
So here's Sarah's. She's going to be ready next time we come back with our oil pastels. I'll be ready, and we will see you for video number 2. Please clean up your workspace and
Make sure you're all done to do the next video.
Yes, all your drawing needs to be done before the next video starts. We will see you for video number 2. Thank you for joining us. Bye.
Bye.